The two Selke Trophy centers we were talking about on Monday, Barkov and Reinhart. Meanwhile, the Panthers just possessed the puck 41.5% of the time with him on the ice and 38.9% with Reinhart on the ice. Doesn't seem like they're getting a lot of defense and takeaways against those Edmonton big guns. A team like the Florida Panthers, especially face-off-wise and defensively, the way they are able to stick handle, should be able to get them out of the zone a lot faster. They were not able to do that. Leon Draisaitl, on the other extreme, 67% of the time he was on the ice. They had the puck and 60.6 in the offensive zone alone, which leads me to believe that either the line combinations were not working with Paul Maurice as much as they probably should have, or Rangers ex-head coach Chris Knobloch did a great job in terms of getting those matchups to keep them off the ice. Sam Bennett, just under 23 minutes of ice time, and scored 2 goals on 40% of his shots. And then on the Oilers' end, 16 more shot attempts with both Connor McDavid and Evan Bouchard on the ice at the same time. On the Panthers' end, on the losing side, 3 seasons with Paul Maurice, the Panthers were 31-0, where they either had a first or second period lead up until this game 1, where they blew a 3-2 lead at the end of the second period. And on the Oilers' end, they have 7 come-from-behind wins, almost doubling the next highest team for a single postseason. So they actually broke the record that the Kings had, the 2014 Kings that beat the Rangers. They broke that record earlier this postseason, and now they've just cemented it even more, which means they likely maybe could even double it. They could get 8, they could get 9 even at the point if it comes down to it, because Florida, they have a good playoff identity because they really know how to play when they're ahead. And that's something that the Rangers had trouble with last year. That's something that Carolina definitely had trouble with in both the times they ended up losing to them. So Florida is very good at sitting on a lead, probably more than a lot of teams we've seen in the past. And just Edmonton is the other extreme. I compared it when we were talking about the Stanley Cup when they beat the Stars. They're like the Florida Gators of the NHL. They kept finding weird ways to win this game.